wonderful whenever you have a hatching day like this, because all of them are just rippers, 100%. Hello y'all, this is James with DeHart Reptile Design. We have some company here today. These are our friends. Hi
guys.
We actually met at the last snake show. This is great thing about this hobby is that you get to meet people with the same interests and passions as you, bring them in on what you're doing, and kind of expose them to this really cool little atmosphere we have here. So see, these snakes have been slicing and dicing these eggs. And the pairing was a albino cinnamon. I'll show you guys him. Oh, where's the albino? Oh, he's knocking boots with a lady right now. I'm sorry. The albino cinnamon is indisposed with the candy girl. So yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to show you guys that. I thought I would, but you guys know the pairing. Crazy thing about Toffinos is that you really don't see a lot of coloration of the toffee come out until a little bit later on. So it's all just going to look like a variation of albino, but I'll have my friend hold the light right here for me. Yeah, you really see this snake now. That is a cinnamon, it's either a cinnamon albino or a cinnamon Toffino. I think a cinnamon Toffino would be great, but hey, we're off to a good start, and that baby is just looking so good. Will actually detach their umbilical cord from their egg on day about 53, 54. And whenever they're pipping, that's a really good sign that they're pretty much detached their umbilical cord. So I'm going to go in on egg number 2. This one's just been incinerated, literally just cut up to pieces. So I'm going to try to do my little half moon. And it's really unnerving sometimes whenever you're cutting these eggs, because you just don't want to cut anything important. You see Brian Barchett go around with a freaking razor blade and you're like, ah, be careful. But these snakes are pretty good about staying out of the way. This one looks like another cinnamon albino or a cinnamon Toffino. This one looks really great.
Pretty.
And these colors just get even more and more contrasted as it kind of ages. I'm gonna actually cut one more. I'm gonna have my buddy cut one. So I'm just kind of pinch the egg first, kind of get the baby to go to the bottom. These eggs are pretty well desiccated. I just kind of pinch it first, and then what I do is I kind of run my scissors right on the bottom side of the egg, kind of pushing it along. This egg, as you can see, there's a little bit more blood involved. These blood capillaries actually go to the top of the egg. I'm not actually cutting the snake. These blood capillaries, as you can see, are on the top of the egg and will start to detach themselves from the top of the egg. And whenever you're cutting these eggs, you'll actually, nick some of those blood vessels. But those blood vessels are actually taking oxygen from the surface of the egg and actually giving it to the baby. So the baby's actually receiving oxygen the entire time it's in the egg. I thought that was just so interesting. Like a normal albino, but that's still pretty cool. You can actually see it so well. Just kind of dissection there. I'm always looking for kinks. I'm looking for shark mouths. I'm looking for all these various things just to make sure that I know what maybe to be prepared for. You ready? You want me to hold this for you and I'll let you get in on it. So we kind of pinch the top a little bit first. And luckily that one's already kind of cut a little bit for you. So you can kind of... You already there? Mm-hmm. You can just kind of start it. There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Look at that, JR. You made your first cut.
That's exciting.
Snake egg.
Exciting.
Yeah. There you go. So as long as you see the bottom of that, yeah, you got it. Perfect. There you go, and you can kind of take a peek inside. Oh, that's another cinnamon Toffino or cinnamon albino. Woo! Yeah.
Look at that little boop snoot.
They're like so tightly wound up in there.
That was awesome. Good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
So whenever a female produces 10 eggs, you just want to thank your lucky stars, because typically females producing even for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth season sometimes will still only have about 6 eggs. Big females too. It's not that, these girls are small, it's just big females. So whenever you do get a clutch of 10, you're just really, really lucky. Of course, I would like to pat myself on the back and be like, oh, my girls are laying 10 eggs because I'm just such a wonderful ball python owner. Well, I mean, I'm sure it could do something with that, but I don't know enough to know to actually, declare that. We've had 2 clutches of 10 eggs this year, which is great. And we had a clutch of 7 eggs from a first-time mommy, which just was insane yesterday. I just still having a hard time getting my head wrapped around that one. This one's trying to fight back. You can see this little snake moving around. Also, whenever you wait to cut, when they start pipping, there's typically less yolk because they've already absorbed most of their yolk. If you cut early, like sometimes I have a tendency of doing, because I am not all that patient, okay? I know I have shortcomings, okay? Oh man, another cinnamon albino. Or cinnamon toffino. Dang, these things are looking good too. A lot of white. I like a lot of white on my albinos. And cinnamon has just really takes that up a notch. Anything dark, you'll actually notice like Justin Kabelka, what he'll do like with his Grail projects, even though it's lavender albino, is he will put leopard in with it. Leopard has a great way of being a dark morph, but those dark morphs will actually give you a lot more white in your albino projects. So cinnamon's a dark gene. I think it's awesome. So that's so far. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cinnamon albinos and 1 regular albino. Woo! It's really good odds. DeHart Reptile design is part of our design is that we understand we only get so many eggs, so we want to make sure that the pairings we use are going to, cultivate the animals we want. We don't want to have 6 animals out of a 10 egg clutch be normals. I love normals. I sell the hell out of normals, but it's what do you want to go for is kind of the way you want to do it. Another cinnamon albino or cinnamon toffino. Man. It's incredible. Look at this, all that white on that snake is so cool. It's like opening 10 eggs. It's so cool. It's like, usually by now, like, everybody would be done. Like, all right, we're closing up. Like, I got 3 more. Even on a good day, people are like, oh, that was a great clutch. And I'm like, nope, I got 3 more to do. And every single one of them is just all albino or cinnamon albinos. It's just wonderful whenever you have a hatching day like this, because all of them are just rippers, 100%. You see these at a show or online. I remember the first time I saw my cinnamon albino, I was just like, take my money, Sometimes they're just so beautiful. You're just like, I have to take this home. Another one. Dude. Another cinnamon albino. Man! Oh my gosh!
You could almost say that the cinnamon albino got us into this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coast Reptiles.
Yeah, shout out to Coast Reptiles for our first snake, cinnamon albino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got us into this.
Yeah, I remember my dad shaking hands with Flavius, which is the main man, and Marge. Marge does, she's the main woman. Flavius is the main man over there at Coast Reptiles. And my dad was like, so you're the one. And Flavius was like, yeah. Flavius is kind of intimidating. He's like a big old boy with a bunch of tattoos. So I remember the first time I talked to Flavius, I was kind of intimidated, but he is such an awesome person. All right, this one's okay. Now I'm. This is a regular albino or Toffino. I'm like, okay, my odds can't be this good, guys. Maybe my eyes are wrong, but yeah, this is just a regular albino. I know what I'm looking at. They keep on getting cinnamon albino, cinnamon, and then you're like, am I really getting cinnamon albinos here? It's like, no, I'm right. Start to question yourself with odds this good, and you're like, this can't possibly be.
So what are the other possibilities, babe? Have you said that?
Other possibilities are just albino or cinnamon albino.
Okay.
Because of course, we have Toffino in there, but we're not going to know until they shed out a few times whether it's Toffino in there. But again, it's kind of the reason why I waited, got the snakes I wanted. I could have put this to a het albino, paid a lot less, got a lot more babies, but it wouldn't have been the babies I wanted. That's a big thing, is that whenever you're cleaning out tubs, you want to be cleaning out tubs of babies that you want, and the babies you don't necessarily want or have interest in creating, you don't want to. So you want to do this as much as, just want to follow your passion as much as it'll take you. Another cinnamon albino! So we got 2 normal albinos, and of course all the albinos could be Toffino, we don't know, but let's count them up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cinnamon albino or Toffinos, and 2 regular albinos and or Toffinos. So that is going to be great. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I am incredibly lucky right now. I think I'm going to go out and buy a scratch off at least. And thank you for tuning in, like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.